Hey guys, Rich here at RCINFORMER. Once again, got Steve on the camera, and today we have the infamous new propeller test that everybody's been kind of waiting to see on the new Corsair. We haven't had it out yet, and we just did a little bit of a pre-flight of it, and we wanted to kind of stick it on the watt meter and show you guys kind of what it's doing. I think before we had about 50 or so amps, maybe 55 or something, and now with the new one, I'm going to run it here up for everybody. Steve, I don't think we're going to be able to focus on that thing. But we're going to give it a shot here, and I'll at least be able to read it out to everybody. So we'll get this plugged in and with this watt meter and kind of see what it's doing. I'm going to change my glasses. Steve, I don't know. I don't think you're going to be able to see that, but
I don't know. Tilt towards me a little bit more.
Let's try it.
Nope. It's got a loose.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you're going to have to rely on me to do this, guys. So I got the airplane held down. Safety's off. So let's run it up and see what it does. In fact, having it right side up might help. Let's see what we got with the new prop. It does have a bit more pitch, but honestly, guys, the factory hadn't told me what it is yet, so, or what the pitch is on the prop. I'm guesstimating it's about 12 to 13. So we'll run it up here a little bit. Looks like I'm at about 68 to 70 amps, so it's pulling quite a bit more. And this is on 6S, and right after this we'll do a 8S flight with it too. So it does seem like it's pulling a bit more, so we'll kind of see what it does. Let me get this in my pocket here. And you ready to roll, Steve?
Let's hit it.
All right, let's get this thing going. In fact, I'm going to do a quick calibration. Throttle's hot. Let's plug it back in here. I cut my flying finger today too, so let's get that in there. Bring the throttle down, make sure we're getting full range. We should be good. Yeah, so I'm not going to go too crazy with it because I got a little cut on my finger there. We put some liquid bandage on it, so it's my on the side of my index finger. So anyway, guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and check our links below to get this airplane and others. And then also in the upper right-hand corner of this video, we'll have all the other videos in the series, which a lot of guys have already seen, but we did a full unbox, did a full assembly and setup, pre-flight of this airplane, flew it on the 300 kV, the 360 kV motor, and showed you 8S power options and stuff. And today is the day when we really show you what the 6S does. We pre-flighted it earlier, but I'm just going to do a quick flight control check here. Right, left, up, down. I got them on high rates, so I'll go to mid. Flaps coming down. I don't think we had any elevator to flat mixing in this thing. Let's see, rudder's going left, rudder's going right, so we got good flight controls. Nowadays I tend to really do this very thoroughly just because, you know, I hadn't flown some of these planes in a little while. I was working all last week, and let's do a quick landing gear check, make sure everything's cycling well. Just beautiful, nice model. Like I said, guys, check this out at Horizon Hobby. Best way to support us is just, like I said, like and subscribe to our videos. Hit the notification bell. Please share everything. And then if you guys get something, we have a free channel here for everybody. So if you guys get something, just use our links below, and that supports us at no cost to you. So, all right, Steve, ready to rock?
Let's go flying.
All right, let's go. All right, we're good to go. Let me run this. All right. Let's see what we can see. You want to come up to the line here, Steve, with me? Come on. Why don't you come to the left of this pilot station here? Or you can get in the pilot station if you want to, or to the left of it, or yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. See how my flying finger does with the cut on it. You got good sound? You got that green light, Steve?
Everything's working.
All right, here we go. Driver on out there. This thing taxis nice on grass. Excellent.
I think they just cut the grass again too. So.
Yeah, I know, it's perfect, yeah. Very good. I think it's funny, that guy over there was like, hey, is that the new prop, Rich? So people are watching our videos for sure to see this thing. Take it off! Here we go. Ease that power in. Stay on that right rudder. Lift off easy. Landing gear's coming up. Powering it back now. Let that wheel or the wheels come up. Flying nice. And let's see how it does. Full throttle. Definitely better.
Oh yeah.
This is the 300 kV motor as well, folks. This is the stock motor. And it you know, it has the 120 speed controller, but that shouldn't be any different than the 80 that was in it originally. But I wanted to leave the 120 in there because we want to try it on 8S also. But this is now stock 6S power. And it seems to definitely, what do you think, Steve?
Looks like it performs much better.
A lot better, yeah. I mean, it really seems, I'm hoping to get the specs on the prop, whether it's a 12 or 13. But it definitely has much more performance in it. I think if you were to put the 360 kV motor in this thing, you definitely would get some good performance. And then we're going to try it on the 8S. But honestly, the way it's flying now, I think I'm good. I think I'm good with the 6S power system. Yeah, I mean, it's, oh my God, it's totally different. I mean, it's like a different airplane now. Yeah, that's the speed it has. Very cool. I think that's scale speed, Steve. What do you think?
Looks pretty good to me.
I think that's scale. I mean, it was anemic with that old prop. It just needed some more pitch.
I think Pappy would be happy.
Yeah, let's go vertical with it. We have a perfect weather today too, folks, so this is kind of pretty much almost calm wind today. So not getting a real headwind, not getting a real tailwind or anything. Looks like this turbine guy is going to start up here. So we may have to quit here pretty soon. All right, let me do an inverted pass coming by here, Steve. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, it handles everything well. It's got plenty of power. So I'd say on 6S it is now scale performance. And we'll try it on 8S here next. I'm gonna try and get done before that guy with the turbine ruins our flight here completely, but let's see here. Excellent. Let me get up high a little bit here. Yeah, it definitely has the performance now. Point roll. Yeah, we may have to bring it in because we're going to lose. We come by fast one more time, Steve, here. Here we go. Getting a crosswind now. Yeah, that's definitely, on 6S, it's definitely got it now. All right, let's get some gear down. And I think he's going to go flying, so I'm going to put in one setting of flaps. Let me bring it on in here. I may even make a touch and go out of this. Let's see. Yeah. Yep, touch and go. A little bit of the left. Actually, we got a bit of a left crosswind now. Let's see. I think the glue on my finger, Steve, is holding up.
That's good thing.
I'll get those flaps up, let it come down. Yeah, folks, this is it on 6S. It definitely has good performance. So it is scale on 6S with the new prop. And like I said, guys, the FMS guys, if you've bought one of these, they're going to try and get the prop out to everybody. If you bought one of these V3s, they're gonna get everybody a prop somehow. They said, look at the size of that thing. Isn't it awesome?
Yep, that's good.
All right, excellent. All right, Steve, here's what we're gonna do, guys. Let me hit the safety. It's running nice on 6S, so I'd say it's stock. It's like scale performance now on 6S with the new propeller. So let's get an 8S in it and let's see what it does. Now I do have this set up for high timing, but man, the performance is awesome. It's right where it ought to be for scale flying. So Steve, let's get an 8S in it and let's get it back out. Okay, guys, we are back and we have an 8-cell battery in the airplane. We had the SPEKTRUM 6S 7000 30C pack in there for the 6-cell run that we just did. And now, even though you can double up on 2 4-cells, Steve, if you can get in there, I've got just a straight 8-cell, one pack, an 8S pack. It's a Turnigy Nanotech 5000. I think it's like a a multiple C, goes up to like 130C, but anyway, single 8S pack that you can put in there. Again, you can put 2 4s in there, and we're going to fire it up real quick here, and we're going to give it let me get my watt meter out here. We're going to do a watt meter test with it real quick and see what it's actually pulling on 8S. Again, I got the ESC, the 120, set up for high timing, and we'll see how it does. Let's plug this in. A couple things to note here. I do have these really nice adapters. Steve, if you want to get in on this, I don't know if you can get in on that.
Yep.
Okay, this is from Nitro Hobbies. Really nice plane. If you guys need a link, I got these at Amazon. I'll put the link below. If I forget, just let me know and I'll send you a link for it if you guys want to get it through my store. These are one-piece XT90, okay, to EC5 or IC5 connectors. So really great to have these. I'm only using these because for right now because my watt meter right here, it's got all the EC5s on it, so I kind of need that to be able to plug in everything and make it work. So let me check. My landing gear's down, flaps are up, throttle, we'll turn that off for right now. Let me plug in and let's see what kind of draw we have, just to kind of test it out. This is our first run really on 8S, folks, so we'll kind of see how it is. There we go, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, that's it. Let me get my glasses on so I can kind of see what's happening here. Give me 1 second so I can read this. We're probably not going to get this on the camera, folks, so but you ready, Steve?
Yep.
Here we go. Let's run this up where I can actually read this thing. Okay, and I'll put my hand by there because it's going to pull probably pretty hard here, folks. Let me get the canopy over there, or the cover. Here we go. Let's see what we got. What do you think we're pulling?
75.
110.
More.
But that's okay. You got to remember, we got a 120 ESC in there, and then once we start rolling down the runway, that number's going to go down. Besides, most of the flight, I'm really not going to be a full throttle anyway, so none of that's going to matter. I'm going to pull all these adapters off. Let me get those in my pocket. So it's got some serious pull now. So let's get this together. Actually, let me get this in my pocket now that I got all the adapters off. We'll plug this back in. Let's do a quick throttle calibration. There we go. Okay, to idle. There we go. Somebody's firing up a loud gas plane. Probably gonna screw up our video, but here, let's go with it. Let's see. I mostly got this one strap holding it on. This other one doesn't really quite go over the battery, but it should stay in there fine. So let's get this rolling. I will do a quick check all my flight controls again. Just make sure all the linkages are good from that last flight we did. We should be fine. Good all the way around. And let's go. I think we're good to go. You ready, Steve? Got lots of turbines getting ready to take off, so let's see what we can do here. All right. All right, flight controls, right, left, up, down. Get everything on mid. I'll keep the aileron on high. And we got a gas Corsair going. Let him go, and then we'll take off after him, Steve.
All right.
Let him go on out there. He's going up there. Hopefully we can hear this. Oh, we got some jets probably going up too, so we taxi it on out here. All right, here we go. We're going to be up there with turbine and gas, so I'll just try to yell, Steve. All right, take it off. Adding power. There we go. Half throttle, it's going up there. Get the gear up. All right, I'm back at about half throttle right now. And we seem to have good performance. Actually, I'm coming way back. I'll go slow for you. Steve's doing a hat swap here. So I think he's taking off with his turbine. We got gas up here, we got turbine. We're flying with all these guys. Turbine's taking off, Steve.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to go. All right, he's taking off. All right, he's out in the way. I think we should be able to get good sound, so let me get Steve for you a fast pass here down the runway. All right, full power's coming in. Yeah,
Oh,
that's fast. Straight up, we got good clouds for this. Yeah, look at it going up there, holy smokes. All right, that's outstanding, look at that go. Here's where the load is gonna be your highest. Oh my God, yeah, it's got way better than scale performance now. It's just awesome. Tell you what, Steve, I'm gonna land real quick out front. No flaps, landing! Going around. It's kind of funny, it's interesting with other sounds. It's very difficult to hear your plane and where your power's at sometimes. Landing! All right, here we go. A little bit of flap in there. Hang on. Let me get those flaps up. Here's what we're going to do, Steve. We're going to wait for these guys to land so people can hear this thing.
Okay.
And guys, as soon as they land, we're going to just take off again so you guys can hear the airplane. Holy smokes, guys, the sound has ended. So the turbines and the glows have landed. We just left everything plugged in, so we're just going to kind of continue the flight. So hopefully we can hear it. Let me do another quick run up here. Yeah, baby, that feels like it's pulling over 100 amps. All right, hopefully we don't melt the connector, Steve. Here we go. Get her on out there. No flaps here. Beautiful handling. We'll have to get our telemetry worked out, Steve, get that going again so we can get some live telemetry going on this. So, taking off. Are you ready, Steve?
Yep.
I'll let you go going. Steve's adjusting his hat. Here we go. Little hat brake. Easing that power in, about 1/3 to 1/2 coming in. Tail comes up. Planes on the wheels, lifting off, going to full throttle. Gears coming up. I'm going to back off on the throttle to about 2/3, roughly. And let's see, powering it up. We seem good here. I'm going to come low on the elevator rate here. Let's come by quick. Full throttle pass on 8S. Yeah, there it is. Look at it go up there. Here's where your load is picking up. But look at it, it's still going up there. That's 8S, baby. All right, power's off. It's just going to keep going up there, Steve. There's no point in doing that. I got power off. Definitely much better with this prop on there. Just awesome. I got a low elevator setting in there. I think my CG came aft a little bit too on this, so. Yeah, it's hot now.
And what's that, the 1813 prop, you think?
I'm thinking it's 1812, 1813. Yeah, it's nice. It's got lots of power now. No stabilization in this model, folks. I still haven't put one in it yet. I think we'll be going with that reflex. Yeah, that moves right along now. I think this is my recommendation, folks, to FMS, is to turn this airplane into a 120 amp ESC so we can fly it on 6 or 8S, however we like it. Let me get back up a little bit for the camera.
Yeah, a little low there.
It seems like with the extra speed, I got to use my low elevator rate because it's too sensitive on the pitch, or maybe get the CG farther forward. I'm going to try, Steve, do a couple of landings here. Let's bring, power's coming in here. See, do a couple touch and goes out of it. Do a second one. And I'm going to come back the other way. Let's come this way, because this actually, the sun's a little better here. We got calm wind, so this is a great day for a demo of this thing. Come back the other way. Let me go with one setting of flaps. I don't want to go too much because I don't want to nose it over, even though this plane doesn't really have a tendency to do that so much. There we go. Keep it on those wheels, little right rudder, get it straightened out. Yeah, I think one setting of flaps is great for this. About 10 to 15 degrees of flap in there is like perfect for it. So, but awesome bird now.
It's pretty smooth.
It's great on 6S, and it's great on, whoa, it's dropping on me there. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's get those flaps up. Oops. Note to self, if you put landing gear down when you fly inverted, put a higher elevator rate in. I was pushing pretty forward on the stick because that was a lot of drag. All right, let's get that gear back up. All right, Steve, another high-speed pass, and I think we'll bring it in because I think we got the gist on what 8S does. It's pretty darn awesome. Coming by hot, full throttle. Sounds like a Formula One race car now.
No kidding. Sucker moves.
Come back on the power. And probably on this setup, you don't want to run it full out all the time, but come back on the throttle a bit. Give that ESC time to cool, even though we got the 120 in there. Awesome, just awesome. All right, coming by again hot, Steve, here. Brake. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's get the gear down. Gear's coming down, Steve. Let it cycle on down. Looks like we're getting a little bit of wind here, so drop some flaps. Getting dry throat here. Talking too much. All right, here we go. So we bring it on in. Power's at about 1/3 here. Just let it settle. All right, flaps coming up. Let the tail settle, and that is it, folks. This is awesome. This is fantastic. What do you think, Steve?
Sweet, another sweet one.
That is killer on 8S, and it's very scale on 6S. So guys, you know, if you guys want one of these, again, check it out at Horizon Hobby. Please use our links below. That supports our channel. We do get a little commission if you use our links, and but it's no extra cost to you guys, and that really helps us out. Me and Steve are trying to keep the channel. We're going to always try and keep it free for everybody, folks. So just simply awesome. Let's take a quick look in here, Steve. Let me see if anything seems hot to me. I could put a temperature probe in there or something, but let me see the connectors here. I'm using these XC90s. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they're not bad at all. But awesome. Let's take a look at the battery and let's see what we got. Let me. I think I got my throttle safety on. Let's get this out of here. So for those of you guys that haven't subscribed, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, because when we have new videos like this, you guys will be the first one to get it. Let's pull this out. You guys can see what this was. Again, this is the battery. It's kind of a brick. It's a Turnigy Nanotech 5000, and it's a what is it, a 65 to 130C. But you don't need all this. Plane will perform just as well without it. But let's see what we got here. Let me see if I got my glasses here somewhere. Here we go. Let's put this on here. And one of the beauties here, folks, let me pull this off. One of the beauties of this baby, which I have links in the description also. Steve, you want to get in on that?
Yep.
That's your SPEKTRUM Smart Checker. This thing is already set up for 8S. So if you can see, Steve, I don't know if you can get on that.
Yep.
You can see it's all set up for an 8S. So if you wanted to go single 8S, again, you can use 2 4s to fly this plane. But let's see what we got. What do you think we're at, Steve?
42%.
We're at 19%.
Oh.
Remember, we flew it twice and we flew it hard.
That's right.
And also keep in mind, how long would you say that flight was?
About 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, 5.5, and then we already flew it a little bit beforehand. So, you know, you also got to think static on the ground. We were showing 110 amps of draw, so we're drawing more power. But we're still getting a 5-6 minute flight, would you say?
Yep.
That's probably fair assessment right there. So anyway, guys, that is it. The new prop is simply awesome. You can run this on 6-cell now. You can run it 6S stock, okay, with the 80 amp speed control, and you'll be fine. Like I said, it's drawing, you know, 68 to 70 amps on the ground, and that, again, that lowers while you're zooming by and the prop unloads. So, but if you want to boost it, you know, you just got to put a higher amp ESC. I'm running the 300 kV motor, the stock motor in this. All I did was I put a Predator from FMS, a Predator 120 amp 3 to 8 cell ESC in there, and that allows me to still run the 6, but I can run it all the way up to 8. It seems great on this prop. Now the prop hadn't been really factory tested with 8S, but you know, that's kind of what I did, and that's going to be my recommendation to them, is if, you know, let's make this an 8S plane, you know, and let's put a bigger ESC in it. But just know, folks, that FMS is going to be putting this prop out soon. So, you know, anybody that bought the version 3 Corsair, this new one, with the prop that the pitch was a little, you know, kind of low in it, it just wasn't pulling so hard. If you guys want the new prop, FMS is going to somehow, they haven't told me yet how they're going to do it, and I'll let you guys know when I find out, but they're going to find some way to get everybody who bought the plane a new prop. So, you know, never fear getting one. They'll I don't know how logistically they'll do that, but they'll get it out to everybody. And I'll let you know as soon as I find out. Like I said, the factory is kind of on a break right now, so. Anyway, guys, we'll have this stuff also on Instagram, so check out Instagram. We're putting up posts pretty much almost daily, or at least kind of every other day. We've kind of slowed down a little bit with it, but check out Instagram, because we'll have posts and photos of this and other airplanes. And the new Rafale is coming, so we're going to have the Rafale like any day now to demo for everybody, so stay tuned and check it out. Steve, do you have anything else to add? Is there anything I missed?
No, I think you got it all, man.
I mean, this thing is killer now. I mean, even just the stock prop on 6 cell, it's very much now scale performance. And if you want to bump yours to 8, so far mine is fine and it's working well, but it's awesome. So anyway, guys, we do appreciate you guys watching. Steve, thanks for filming. Guys, check as always. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time.